Yes. How about this lady in the middle over here, Jamie? Right here.
First, thank you for not letting them railroad you into voting in August.
Thank you.
I have some concerns. I retired from the federal government last year, and it took me 9 months to get my phone calls and email returned to find out about my interim payment.
From the federal government?
OPM.
Yeah, from OPM.
And it took me 14 months for them to decide on my final monthly payment. I do not believe that adding a layer of bureaucracy to healthcare is going to do anything to improve it or save any money. We're going to have to pay people. We're going to have to pay them retirement. It is just unbelievably crazy to me. Now, I know everybody's saying, oh, well, we're not really doing a single payer. It's only going to be co-ops, but that's just the toe in the door. I'm very, very concerned that we are mortgaging the future for our children and our grandchildren. And I'd like you to commit to fighting creating bureaucracy to run our health care. These people, I hear stories about, well, this was turned down by the insurance companies. If an insurance company behaved like the federal government did to me, they'd be out of business. There's no way they could get by with that. But the government can do it.
I sure will commit to fighting unnecessary bureaucracy. It's one of my favorite causes in life. I don't like unnecessary bureaucracy.
Yeah.
And as somebody who spent the last 20 years in the private sector, I believe that where you have a healthy private sector that can do something, the default ought to be to have the private sector do it, not the public sector. But as I said, I also think there's a role for government. I know you don't. I heard what you said about the federal government not getting back to you in a timely fashion and helping to inform you of your benefits as a federal retiree. And believe me, I get that all the time because a lot of our casework in our district is trying to sort out problems with the federal agencies we deal with, whether it be, getting visas for people who need to go overseas or trying to unravel Social Security benefits or veterans benefits or whatever it may be. So we do a lot of that, and we're very, very aware of and exposed to problems with the federal government. So I don't want to create any bureaucracy we don't have to create, but I have to confess to you, I also would assert to you that there is a price, a very profound price to be paid if we do nothing. This system we have right now is broken and is going to get more so if we don't do something to bring down costs, make the system more effective and more efficient. And I mean, the bell is ringing, the alarm bell is ringing about what that means for the federal deficit, for Medicare, and even for private insurance in the United States. It's going to get more expensive, not less expensive, without some intervention. Now the question isn't, should we do nothing, I hope. The question is, what should we do? And all of us obviously have concerns. Some of us have profound doubts about whether the federal government is even up to doing anything. I understand that point of view, and maybe that's the answer. Maybe we should do nothing and let the system go its own way. I will tell you though, I personally am not convinced that's the answer. I'm convinced, in fact, if we go that course, we'll be back here in 5 years wondering what happened to healthcare in America.